Hey, my bold and the beautiful fans. Yes, we're now in the middle of the week. Happy hump day. And this episode was a lot to talk about. So we got to jump into this. First, Taylor and Brooke are trading insults with one another. Eric is once again pushing Ridge toward Brooke, while Taylor wants Deacon to reunite with Brooke to stop this whole cycle and question their whole pact. Welcome back to CBS Soap Dish Recap, where we recap everything CBS Soaps, both the young and the restless, and the bold and the beautiful. This is your bold and the beautiful recap for May 31st. And without any further ado, let's talk about this episode. So now let's head over to Taylor's office, where we see Brooke telling Taylor that Steffi should have kept her concerns to herself. Like everybody else that always butts in other folks' business on this show. I mean, Brooke, maybe you should have kept your concerns to yourself when you saw Thomas cutting that apple with a pocket knife. Now, Taylor kindly reminded Brooke that Steffi was protecting her brother. You know, Brooke, like what you're currently doing with Hope. Now, Brooke says no. Steffi was accusing Hope of having feelings for Thomas. Brooke, honey, the girl just told you that she did. Now, Brooke wants Taylor to talk to Steffi and say what exactly? Now, Taylor tells her that Steffi was not trying to cause trouble for Hope and Liam. And again, she was only protecting her brother. Brooke said, but you can only imagine how Liam reacted. Brooke, folks can't live their lives by how Liam will react. I mean, that sounds like a him problem. Now, Taylor said that she hoped that it would prompt a conversation between Liam and Hope. Now, what I don't understand is how Brooke can just stand there saying what she's saying when she knows her daughter has feelings for Thomas. Now, Brooke said that she can't forget about Thomas's past. I don't see why not. Everybody else have forgotten about everybody else's past on this show. And then Taylor decided to throw some darts. Really, Taylor? And shot back, which she cannot forget that Hope has Logan blood in her. Now, for some reason, Brooke took that as an insult. And I mean, Brooke, she does have 23 chromosomes that came from you. You are her mother. She is your daughter. I mean, is there something wrong with Logan blood? However, it looked like the lunch dates have come to an end with these two, and guess who will be back on the menu? None other than Ridge. Now, Brooke asked, what was that supposed to mean? What do you think it means, Brooke? You probably already know. Now, Taylor, of course, repeated herself and said, again, it means Hope has Logan blood in her. Brooke, you know exactly where she was coming from. That's why, you got really mad and that vein in the middle of your head had started to protrude. Now, Brooke asked, seriously, you going to go there? Well, both of you all went there. Now, Brooke said that she thought that they were friends. And just like that, it is officially over with these two. And of course, Brooke took all the truth that she could take. She got mad and left. So now we're over at Il Giardino, where we see Hope went to visit Deacon, and he could tell something was bothering her and asked if Thomas had anything to do with it. Why does everybody gotta blame Thomas? No, Deacon, it's actually your daughter this time. Now, Hope told Deacon that Thomas has nothing to do with this and was nothing but a gentleman and was a great father to Douglas. Deacon was like, okay, I'm happy to hear that. He told Hope that he trusts her not to put herself in a tough situation. And he also tells her that she gets her best qualities from her mother and how Hope inherited that. But he says that she gets her street smarts from him. Okay, whatever the heck that means. I mean, seriously. But I almost thought that she was going to spill the beans about her feelings to Deacon. But yeah, it didn't happen. So now we're back over at Forrester, where we see Eric, Ridge, and Carter getting things all set up for the trip to Rome. Now, Eric asked if there was any reason to be concerned about Hope and Thomas working together. Yeah, on the Hope side, Eric. But of course, Ridge told Eric, nah, there's nothing to be concerned about. Okay, Eric, you already know what Steffi told you and Taylor, so I hope that this don't blow up in your face. And then as much as Carter was being entertained by Ridge's love life, of course we had Eric giving his huge support and backing for him and Brooke to get back together. And of course, Ridge was like, hey, it's not my call. Both those ladies swore me away. So at this point, it's not in his hands. So from Brooke being shady, now we got Taylor being shady once again as she runs over to Giardino to try to talk Deacon into pursuing Brooke. And you can tell with that look in her eye. And I'm like, do you realize you're confiding with Brooke's ex? And the fact that, his daughter is by Brooke. So with you telling him about how you're not feeling Brooke right now, that could blow up in your face, Taylor, while you're trying to be sneaky. But nonetheless, it looks like Deacon is biting the apple, because later in this week, we'll definitely see him make his intentions known to Brooke. And finally, Brooke went running straight to Ridge, and Ridge told her that his dad thinks that they should move back in together. And they both admitted that they miss each other. Ridge, didn't you almost kiss Taylor in yesterday's episode? Here we go, all over it again. And they get mad at him. I think maybe they both should look in the mirror and kind of evaluate what they're doing instead, because they keep going right back to Ridge. Okay, so there you have it, your bold and the beautiful recap for Wednesday, May 31st, 2023. If you haven't checked out the Young and the Restless recap for today, it has been uploaded to the channel. And until the next video, like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.